Alright, welcome back to week 7 of season 1 of the FPU Draft League. Um, this week, the Miami Palafins are up against the Teraless Pagos, um, which I'll just read off the team over here. We have a Mega Tyranitar, an Ursaluna, an Alolan Ninetales, an Articuno, a Thundurus Incarnate, Mega Pidgeot, Mega Steelix, Mr. Rhyme, Iron Hands, and Regice. So there's like a couple modes the team can go in. Like it can do Trick Room, but Mr. Rhyme is the only Trick Room setter, so that one should be pretty easy to telegraph. It could also be a Snow team with a Alolan Ninetales, and like Articuno, Regice, maybe. Um, but like, yeah, it's Snow team with Aurora Veil is a little bit scary, especially with like Iron Hands being able to play in both team modes. Ursaluna shouldn't be too bad in either team mode. Honestly, like, so a couple of things can play both modes, so they could bring both modes in the same team as well. Um, and then there's also just Mega Tyranitar can just pop up whenever it wants. Mega Steelix can just start body pressing. Mega Pidgeot might want to play behind screens, but it can hurt with 100% accurate hurricanes and heat waves and all that. Hyper Beam if they're crazy enough. There's also, I think, 2 Tailwind setters, right? Let me check that real quick. Speed Control, yeah, Pidgeot and Articuno both get Tailwind. So overall, very scary theme. It's very bulky, and it can run in Trick Room. It can run outside of Trick Room. Whew. Well, I guess I'll show you guys my prep this week. It's nothing crazy, nothing crazy. You might see a couple of fire picks here. Poltergeist is coming. Hopefully it actually hits the field this time, because it's here to wall the stab moves from both Ursaluna and Iron Hands with a full Fizz-Def set. It's got Eviolite just to help tank even more, Hospitality so it can heal something up, which is mainly going to be this guy over here. I've got Trick Room in case I need to reverse the Trick Room, or if they're running a Tailwind set on something and I need to Trick Room to actually outslow them. Life Dew for more healing. Curse so that I can chip down the Ursaluna and the Iron Hands. And Rage Powder just to be annoying with redirection. Make it harder for something else on my team to die. Next up, Keyberry Avalugg is here with a full, well, pretty much full special defense set. Yeah, it's a little bit of attack just in case, but Keyberry here, if you get hit by a physical attack, your defense goes up by 1 stage. Sturdy, can't get one-shotted. So Keyberry is here so that I can take a hit from Ursaluna and then try to take another one right after. After like a recover, it should be pretty easy to... I think you don't even get 2-shotted if I recover it after getting the +1. Body Press here, it's going to hurt, especially with the Keyberry boost. Chilling Water is here to help slow down the damage output of Ursaluna and like Iron Hands, and Mega Steelix, Mega Tyranitar, I guess, too. High Horsepower is here to do damage to Iron Hands. Super effective damage. And then Recover. With the Keyberry and Recover, it should be a little more annoying to take out Avalugg, especially behind a Rage Powder. Yeah. I mean, our table, we're going to see if it's broken, okay? So one way or another. Next up, just Dr. busts down the Hitmontop, my goat. Holding a Citrus Berry so he can try to not get 2-shotted by certain things. Intimidate, because most of the threats on that side of the field are physical. And none of them should have Defiant, except for if it's a physically offensive Thundurus, for example, with Defiant. But like, I'm not expecting that because the Prankster set is pretty solid. It's annoying to deal with at the very least. So I have Coaching here just to throw it onto Avalugg so I can take more hits, do more damage with high horsepower and body press. Fake out here, just stop the momentum on something. Mach Punch, just in case I need to pick something off. Brick Break to break the Aurora Veil. I mean, also does a little bit more damage than Mach Punch to like an Ursaluna or a Tyranitar. It's fully physically defensive, just because it's hard to even live a hit from Guts Ursaluna Facade. So I'm trying my best here. It almost doesn't get two-shotted by a Facade with the Citrus Berry, but just barely does if it's max attack, adamant, and all that. Yeah, next up we got Ilio, the Meowstic, with Mental Herb in case it's taunt on the Thunderous, Prankster of course, Sunny Day. You haven't seen the reason for it yet, but two reasons for it are Ninetales' Snow gets turned off before it can use Aurora Veil. It also turns off Tyranitar's Sand Stream, well, the sand that it puts out if it's already on the field, so that its special defense buff leaves. I do not want to deal with that when I have some special attackers over here. Psychic Noise just to do some chip damage. It can do like 20% to an Assault Vest Iron Hands, I think. Or no, maybe not. I think it was less than Assault Vest one. If it's not Assault Vest, then it's like 20%. It's not a lot, but like if it means that you can't like Drain Punch, that's kind of nice. Fake out here, just want to stop some momentum, maybe prevent the Mr. Rhyme from setting up Trick Room in case I didn't bring Poltergeist that round. I have Reflect. I don't have Light Screen just because it doesn't fit on this moveset, but I brought Reflect because the main threats are physical. And next up, no Water move again. This time, no Greninja. I decided it's probably better to do Life Orb with Protean because I don't really need the speed as much. Like, I can outspeed everything with just a base form Greninja. It does mean I have to run absolutely maximum speed, but with Protean instead of the Mega's ability, which is currently Torrent, then I can actually do more damage, at least for whatever the first move that I click per switch in is. The Grass Knot can just, let's see, yeah, it can one-shot a lot of Ursaluna sets that are like Flame Orb instead of Assault Vest, which is what I'm expecting for the most part. It's a roll on a lot of Mega Tyranitar sets if there's no sand up, which is like, it's part of why I have Sunny Day. Let's see, Weather Ball with the sun up, obviously turned into a fire type, can one-shot any Mega Steelix set. And Ice Beam's here mostly for the Thunderous. I believe it one-shots. If it doesn't, that's kind of nuts. It should one-shot, unless it's like Focus Sash, of course. But in that case, like I might have already faked it out and maybe it just dies from that range. Protect. If there's something I need to deal with stalling out, like a Tailwind or a Trick Room, Protect is there. It also means I get to like set up something maybe with Meowstic, or I don't know, pick something off. Maybe get a Curse off on the Iron Hands, and then put it into range of something. This thing I don't think deals with Iron Hands too well. It's not really supposed to. I could put extra sensory there for that, but it's not going to do that much. And finally, got Sandy Shocks. This is a nuke build for Sandy Shocks, even more so than when I brought it against, or I think a little bit more so than when I brought it against Alteria's Angels. I'm pretty sure I was higher speed than special attack on that. But yeah, I brought max special attack modest, just because if I want to outspeed something, I would be able to with a like more speed than special attack in the sun or with a booster energy, but then I don't have the damage output to deal with things like Iron Hands or like Mega Steelix. So yeah, Earth Power here is going to be doing a lot of heavy lifting. It can OHKO any Mega Steelix set, even outside of Sun. With Sun, it does like 80% to an Assault Vest Iron Hands at the very least. Um, and then this also always one-shots Mega Tyranitar in the Sun. I think it just barely doesn't if there's like a neutral weather, like snow. But like, that's fine. I'll take that risk. Thunderbolt here just in case. Like, if Earth Power and Flash Cannon aren't like that good into whatever I want to click into, I just click Thunderbolt. Volt Switch just because, hey, it's a spec set. I might want to do some damage before switching out. And then Flash Cannon one-shots any Ninetales build. I might need the Sun up in order to one-shot behind screens, but like realistically, if it has screens up and has that, or if it has that much bulk, it wouldn't have screens up yet, unless Sandy Shocks came in after the screens came out, because then it just wouldn't outspeed Sandy Shocks for the most part. Yeah, it should. So yeah, that's the team. Let me make sure all my genders are correct. I'll double check that right after too, but yeah, that's the team. See you guys at the fight. All right. Oh, there's the GIF. There's the GIF. Oh, okay. I'm gonna post the link at live battles. Bam. Uh-huh. Okay, we got. Okay, let me actually look at the team. I sure hope that didn't screw up the recording. Anyway. Okay, cool. Alright, so the team is Ursaluna, there's the Trick Rumor, Mega Pidgeot's here, Mega Tyranitar, might be Mega Tyranitar, could be Assault Vest, and Ninetales is here. Okay. So I think this is where I want to bring Meowstic, of course. No Iron Hands is really nice for me, because that's the one I prepped for the least out of the big threats. I do want to try... I don't know if I want to bring Greninja immediately. I think a good play is having Sandy Shocks in the front in case it's like a Ninetales that's trying to Aurora Veil and I can just Flash Cannon it. But if it's like an Ursaluna lead, I can Volt Switch right out into like Hitmontop or like Poltergeist. Yeah, I do want to make sure the Ninetales doesn't get its Aurora Veil up. And then Greninja is coming to the fight. Last slot is kind of tough. Could be Avalugg. That would be a nice last slot. I do want to bring Poltergeist though. It's a little tougher to bring Poltergeist here. I might just bring him on top. I do one-shot Pidgeot with Greninja. It's the big threat for... Well, and the ice types, but... I kind of want to just bring Avalugg, but that feels like kind of throwing. No, I think I do bring Poltergeist. Yeah. Let me make sure the recording's still going. Hi, Ursaluna. Oh, hi, Pidgeot. Okay. Well. I think I fake out here. And I just... No, I think I fake out the Pidgeot. It might Tailwind here. And Poltergeist should be fine into a non-guts thing here, right? Like, not burned. Yeah, it takes like nothing. Okay. Oh god. Oh, okay. That's fine then. Okay. Well, I'm gonna reflect and still Volt Switch. Just because the Ursaluna can't outspeed my Sandy Shocks, and if it does, it's because of Tailwind. Oh, okay. Thanks for the sunny day, I guess. Alright, Poltergeist, get out of here. No. Oh my god. Dodged a bullet with that one. Hi, Thunders. Okay. Well, it's Greninja's time to be here, and I can Rage Powder. If this thing protects, it's yep, it's Jover for it next turn. My guy does not have a move to click here. I think I just Grass Knot here. And then Miastic comes out. Oh. Oh, that's rough. Hi, Ninetales. I'm just gonna Ice Beam here, and I'm gonna Sunny Day so he can't do the thing. He can't Aurora Veil here. Okay. Hmm. It might be cooked here. Who knows? Just gonna Psychic Noise everything. Does a Freeze Dry kill me? I don't think it does. I don't think it kills a Sandy Shocks. Ninetales. That's fine. Oh, I Blizzard. Ouch! Okay. I'm just gonna switch out. And then Psychic Noise. And then Psychic Noise again. Okay. Is that Ninetales? Okay. Die Psychic Noise. That Ninetales seemed pretty offensive. See, how much did Blizzard do? It did like 85%, right? Yeah. What the hell? Two, 5, 2. Is that modest? That has to be modest Ninetales, okay. Modest Ninetales. Which, sure, I guess that makes sense. Alright, so the lead last time was Ursaluna and Pidgeot. I think this time it's fair to lead Meowstic. I kind of just want to bring Avalugg. I think it's kind of funny to bring out Avalugg. Hmm. No, I think Meowstic, definitely the lead though. I could bring Greninja in the lead. Yeah, Greninja in the lead still feels really good. Poltergeist felt really good. I might just bring the same four. Yeah, I don't see why not. I'm just bringing them in a slightly different order. Okay, I'm Mr. Ryan. Yeah. Do I want to fake this out? Fake out the Dr. Ryan. Dr. Ryan, Mr. Ryan. Right? Yeah, Mr. Ryan. I don't think we saw the item on that thing. No. What items did we see? Air Balloon, Pidgeotite, Flame Orb. Okay. Now this is a special attacking set on Thundurus because it had Flash Cannon. Kinda just gets walled by everything I have. Can't do anything to my Greninja really this turn. Kinda just want to fake out Mr. Rhyme. And try to one-shot the Thundurus. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna fake me out. Okay, that kills. Cool. Alright, does Ursaluna die? I'm gonna reflect here. I'm gonna bring in Poltergeist again. Kinda wish I had brought the Avalugg, it would have been funny. I'm assuming it's gonna be a protect. Oh wait. It's a protect here, probably. So Sunny Day. This thing doesn't have a focus sash to fall back on anymore. I Weather Ball into that slot. Oh, okay. That's fine, I guess. It's on nerve. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna reflect here. I kind of want to see what he's doing first. So I might protect here too. Yeah, I'm gonna protect here. Reflect and protect. Because I don't think... Okay. That's fine. Mega Evolve. Yeah, I'm gonna protect. Cool. I don't want a Trick Room to go up. Not that I need to be that worried about it going up, because I do have Poltergeist to take it down. Does Tyranitar in its Mega form without an Assault Vest die to a Grass Knot from this range in the sun? Not necessarily. Cool. So I think I have to preserve the Greninja here. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna sunny day here. And I'm gonna switch out into Poltergeist. No. Yeah, it's doing nothing. So I'm gonna go into yeah, this is a tough one. I think I just psychic noise here for some chip, right? No. I'm gonna go into Greninja. I'm gonna Rage Powder. Okay. Yeah, it does nothing. I'm gonna go back into Nest. No. That's overcooking. I'm gonna protect here, and I'm just gonna trick her. Okay. I'm gonna Grass Knot and just Rage Powder. Okay. Doesn't kill, that makes sense. Ice Punch, just barely, actually no, not just barely, did kill. More like wouldn't have killed at all. Okay. I'm gonna Grass Knot this slot. I'm gonna Flash Cannon. No. Grass Knot this does. No, Sandy Shocks has the one shot with Volt Switch for sure, right? From this range? Like, come on. Yeah, okay, easily. So I'm gonna Volt Switch. Oh wait, I didn't calc for screens? Okay, I'm fine. Alright, Nyashtik. Ouch! Okay, their light screen wore off. Earth Power. Does Earth Power kill here? Is the question. Earth Power very... Okay, depends on how bulky this set is. I'm gonna Earth Power here, I'm gonna Fake Out here so he can't fake me out to hit me with a ground move. If he protects, then I'm probably fine. He's also not fast enough to set up screens beforehand. Yeah, okay. Then I Earth Power here. And I Psychic Noise. I should live anything this wants to do, right? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, I think that's GG's. GG. Alright, that went surprisingly well. I'm sad Avila couldn't come to the fight, but Poltergeist actually put in work this time. Like crazy, crazy work. Greninja, hey, it did its job pretty well. It chipped a lot of things down into range of either Sandy Shock's killing or into them just dying straight up from itself. Um, aka one-shotting. That's what that is. Um, yeah, there will be a lot of team changes going into week 8 for me. I made 4 trades, which unfortunately means Greninja's gone because it has been putting in some work, but not as much as I want for a 20-point mon. And Avalug's gone too, so I unfortunately couldn't bring him to. Well, I could have brought him to this one, but it would have been kind of tough because the Thunders had like Flash Cannon. It's gonna hurt. Realistically, I could have brought him to this one, especially with the or not the Ninetales because that's not there this round. But a Body Press would have hurt the Tyranitar really badly. This thing wouldn't have died from one shot. Yeah. Well, maybe I get Avalugg for like a future league. Yeah. So that's 7. No, that's 6 wins and 1 loss. I think I take those. I have really good game differential. Not the best Pokemon differential, because like 2 things died here, for example. Okay, last round only 1 thing died. Okay, never mind. Maybe pretty decent Pokemon differential, especially compared to everyone else. Next week I'm up against a Godicus and what is their team name? A Godicus and the Pulverizing Pancake. You guys can see the team somewhere here on screen. Seems pretty scary, but I'll have some team changes there. Maybe they'll also have some team changes. We'll see. But I'll be a little busier this week, but I'll find time to prep for that. Yeah. See you guys in week 8. I'm sorry if you heard some clicking in the background. See you guys for week 8, which is the last week of qualifiers before finals. I should be pretty good to go for finals. I'm just trying to see if I can cement the #1 spot to get first pick for my opponent in finals. And if I don't, that's not a huge deal. Maybe I'll still get to pick the person I want. Yeah, see you guys next time. Miami Palafins out.